Hey hello everybody, Eastern here, and welcome back to Library of Ruina. This time we are in the familiar world of New Game Plus with two new receptions to beat. These receptions will be the Urban Plague receptions of Full Stop Office and Dawn Office. We'll start with Full Stop Office, and there's three new enemies here, but standard notation, it only requires a book of Yeonmi and the Book of Distortion, because this is of the third folder, or the second one I guess, so it doesn't utilize any of the plus books. We have three enemies here, we have 5 librarians to use. The enemies are Leeway Page Plus, with 274 HP, 83 stag resist. Okay, speed is actually not that high as many of the other enemies in this mod. He double endures slash, double endures blunt, and is double normal to pierce, which is actually reasonable resistances. He can use ranged combat pages, has speed 2, toughness and the ability of Don Juan, full stop leadership. At emotion level 0 and 1, the next dice gain plus 5 power. At exactly emotion level 2 and 3, add 2 pages from full stop to hand each scene. Reset emotion levels each act to 0. So basically, when they have emotion level 0 and 1, they will get plus 5 power to all dice, I guess. Or not. I don't know what the next die gains plus 1 power means. I guess all dice, or not. Or maybe for the first die in the scene. And then it resets the emotion levels, meaning that you can proc at each act. Then we have concentration and draw support, the old abilities. Leeway features a couple of new pages like target spotted plus, single use, on hit inflict 2 fragile next scene, 2 dice, actually a pretty strong page, honestly. Then we have full stop to life plus, draw 1 page, inflict 1 feeble, twice, with a counter dice as well. This seems like a good ability because, like, feeble, that's already insane to inflict 2 feeble with 2 light, and draw 1 page on top of that. Then we have Beyond the Shadow, and use draw 1 page once again, and this one inflicts bleed, so I think this one is a bit weaker than full stop to life, even though the dice are stronger, but the ability is much worse. Then we have Stefan Page Plus, with a lot less HP, but actually more stagger, higher speed, endurance to slash damage, and weakness to blunt stagger damage, so that's interesting. We can just destroy him with blunt, I guess. He has speed 3 instead of speed 2, has full stop leadership once again, draw support and blind fire, and can only use ranged combat pages. Stefan once again features a couple of new pages like a hate CQC plus, single use, on hit inflict 1 feeble, so it is pretty strong as well. Then we have Not Another Step, which is converted to only counter dice now, which is actually not bad. It also inflicts feeble, so it can be really strong when it hits a lot of times. Then we have Indiscriminate Shots Plus, which is insane. 3 to 10, 3 to 10, 1 to 10, on Clash Lose add plus 6 power to next die, so you basically make the second die hit if you lose the first clash, because it becomes like a 9 to 16. It is at the level of the page of Yeonmi, if I can find it somewhere. Wait, where did I put Yeonmi? Oh, here it is. Time for a beat, and it has 9 to 16 with losing 2 power. While Stefan just has this at 2 cast. And then he has Cover Fire, which is a mass individual page with single use. It seems to be really weak, but when it is used under the ability of full stop leadership and especially blind fire, it becomes much stronger and difficult to fight against. Then we have Tamaki with the lowest HP and actually lowest tag resist as well, the same speed as Stefan, is weak to slash damage but endures blunt damage, is ranged only once again, has the same abilities as Stefan except for snipe instead of blind fire, which gives you 1 more strength. Has Return Fire Plus, and will use on hit inflict 2 fragile next scene, so it can open you up for more damage. Then has Headshot Plus, single use on hit inflict 4 bleed next scene, has Cover Fire once again, and has her strongest page going for Bullseye Plus, 5 to 8 evade die into a 5 to 25 pierce die, so it can either roll really low or destroy everything, and it inflicts 5 fragile next scene, so once again it opens you up for more damage. Our team is the same team that I usually have, except for a couple changes in the deck. I now use new pages like Full Active Drives and Decision Shock, and we also have Tanya instead of Blue Reverberation, because I do not like giving my enemies protection. Okay, now let's start. We will have an immediate advantage in speed dice. I think we might actually have even... yeah. Tamaki uses only one page, meaning that we have an incredible lead in speed dice. We can use this industry here to get rid of going for bullseye, because we'll just destroy the next die and we'll be fine. So let's see, who do you want to kill first? I'd say that maybe Tamaki or Stefan. Like, I don't know, I think all of them are at the exact same level of strengths. Or I guess Stefan with instrument shots is insane, but now that he used 2 of those pages in the first scene, he's not going to use that again, so he doesn't put that much of a threat anymore. Well, I guess he does right now, but he won't next scene and the scenes after. So let's see, we can confrontation that, that's for sure. We can go for Will of the City on Stefan. Yeah, let's actually kill Stefan first. Okay. I have made up my mind. Okay, let's go for Graze the Grass. We can further kick here. We can use the blushing counter and snowball ourselves. I don't know if that will be strong enough to fight against Stefan's ability, but we might try. Okay, and let's actually look around in Tanya's abilities, because this is from the Macross Ensemble rework, meaning that we have a couple of new abilities. We have the same Guts, Snow for Brick Speed, and we have Hour of the Wolf at emotion level 2 or above. Upon using a combat page with 2 more offensive dice, if all attacks connect, restore light equal to half the original cost of the page used, rounded down. Upon reaching emotion level 2 and 4, gain 1 max light capacity. Basically, she can restore light really efficiently. That makes her a great user of high cost pages, and her beatdown page is now used on all enemies and costs 8 light. I didn't put it in the deck, but during long fights you can easily spam that page all the time, because you will restore a lot of light all the time and have a additional max light capacity. I think 2, yeah. In total it will give you 2 max light. Then I have Pure Power at the start of the act at a copy of the combat page. I have no idea how to pronounce it, Lupin. I don't think I could pronounce this right as well, to hand. And here this page is, it is single use and play with the ability Guts, and gain the Rampage's Brutality status that lasts for 3 scenes. I have no idea what that is. I think we'll hold on to it for now, and we'll use it on the next scene when we have a lot more pages. Okay, let's start. We'll lose a couple of clashes right away, because it is full stop office still. Even though it is a modded version, it will still destroy us in the first scene, and then it will be much easier to fight. And also, we already have one person almost staggered. That is full stop office. We'll do some damage to Stefan. He's actually a great target to hit earlier, because he has a weakness on his stagger, meaning that he can be easily staggered, while Tamaki has a weakness on her normal damage, meaning that we'll have to deplete her entire damage to kill her. Also, for some reason she has much less stagger than Stefan. Okay, well, I guess we're focusing Tamaki now. They still have emotion level 0 and 1, so they'll have a lot of buffs. I don't know about this, I guess I can try for Enga. And let's just hit Tamaki. Let's draw a page in hopes of it being to trigram. It is not. So we're just going to Ogre Kick into Stefan's abilities. Also, we can build the city, but will we? Probably not. We have to trigram on Olivier, so we can retake Beyond the Shadow Plus with trigram, then get like endurance, I guess. We do have 2 feebles, so it's going to be a lot weaker than usual, but I think that should be enough to do something. Okay, we can go for identify weak point here easily. That leaves us with no light to use this page, so we're not going to. We're going to once again hold on to it for the next scene. gain endurance. And I guess no, I've used something already. And I used a page here. Okay, well, let's start. So yeah, Stefan does have strengths, as you could see from his 2 to 5 roll on a 10. But we are starting to win clashes because they don't have like +8 anymore. We can actually overpower them. Also, I think only the last die of the page gains the power. I think I understand now what next die means. We can get Urgent on Tanya. And I'm actually determined to... Okay, well, maybe not. No, I really want to use this. Yeah, we've lost Guts immediately, and we'll get the status next scene, I guess. So we're going to use some evacuation to retake Beyond the Shadows. And we have exactly 1 light to do 1000, and that's unlikely, but I think with him being paralyzed and us having basically +2 strength because of 3-4 tenacity plus that 1 strength. Wait, why did I say 3? I meant 2. We're probably going to win a clash. Okay, so I think it's time for us to stagger Tamaki. So we're going to... Do I want to go for Mook Workshop here, or do I want to go for something else? I think I might want to go for Old Boys. Let's also use True Trigram. Let's actually ignore Stefan for now. We're just going to do some damage to Liwei. Okay, well, maybe not with this page. Maybe here. Let's restore 1 light. Then we'll get a page on Olivier, then we'll also draw a page on Herald. Now we have Resurgent Shock here. I think we can use that to do 1000. Let's also identify weak point of Tamaki. Then we're going to use Trigram once again against Stefan's mass attack. That's literally the only page that I'm using against that. And we're going to start. Okay, all clashes have been won. We'll have to take 1 attack, but it's fine. We took like no damage. We actually tied the clash with Old Boys. We lost here, that's understandable. So evacuations should beat it, yep. Okay, now we start to deal damage. I think Tamaki should be staggered. This scene, yep, here she goes. Liwei might be staggered as well, I'm not sure. Probably not, but there's a chance. The same can be said about Stefan. We want some clashes, now we'll do a lot of damage. Though we aren't using blunt pages on him, so he's not going to... Yeah, his weakness did not work, so we are left with only Tamaki staggered, which is actually fine. Okay, I think it's time for us to start setting up a Furiosa on Roland using stuff that we haven't used before. Also, I can just Mook Workshop anything that's ranged because it will work against ranged pages well. Let's go full active drives so we can get strengths. Let's also high kick so we can unlock potential. Then we're going to retake Beyond the Shadow Plus with Charging Shock. We're going to restore 1 light and then use that light to go for View of the City on once again Tamaki. Then we can't really retake anything with Herald and nobody is attacking him, so let's just restore 1 light so we can cycle through the trigrams, and then we're going to do this so we can stagger the way, and then we're going to deal a lot more damage to Tamaki. Now we have Pitch Black Pulverizer. We've staggered Tamaki, meaning that Pitch Black Pulverizer now lowers its cost by 1, and that is the new ability of it. While this page is at hand upon staggering or defeating an enemy, reduces the cost of this page by 1. But when you use it, it will increase the cost by 2 or 3. So we have to balance it. But I think we can easily just destroy Stefan with it, with our 2 strong blunt dice. Also the ability of Repentance Brutality gives you 1 speed dice slot, reduces the cost of all combat pages whose original cost is 3 or higher by 1. All offensive dice gain +2 power, deal 50% more damage on hit, and recycle 1 on hit at a 33% chance, while all defensive dice lose 5 power. The status is burst in 3 scenes. Basically, you become like an insane machine of doom that utilizes high cost pages to their max. And well, here is the prescript at 1 less light. We're going to lose a lot of light here because no light region pages on hand, so that sucks, but I think we're going to be fine. Okay, the way is staggered. Mock Workshop should work well here, yep. Full active drive ties, I think, maybe wins. Okay, let's see if we can reroll a die. That's a stagger. No, we didn't reroll an instant. Okay, we rerolled 2 dice here, okay. So we dealt 4 attacks instead of 2. Yeah, the new Tanya looks really cool. I mean, she feels really nice to play. And she's very forgiving with high cost pages, so I might build a stronger deck on her and start using that. See, identify weak point costs 2, that's like nothing for that page. Also we get a new emotion level, so all of the light is back. And I worried for nothing. Also I should not use that. I probably should go for a headshot, because we'll get in total I think +4, then +7, then +8, 9. We're going to have I think 11 strengths here. Yeah, we have 11 strengths to this execute, right? If I counted correctly, we have 11 strikes right now for the first die. That should be more than enough to destroy Tamaki's headshot. Also, the setup for Furioso is not needed, I guess, with that Tanya existing. Yeah, let's just make Tanya work here. Yeah, we lost the clash. But we did roll a 12. 16. Hello. That's insane. Okay, this Tanya is definitely super strong. I might use that a lot more. Maybe even on Love Town. Okay, we've done 39 damage with an attack. And that is the end of the reception of full stop. Yep, just full stop, not even full stop office. That was a full stop. The thing that you use at the end of the sentence. Yep, that's the one. From this reception you get a couple of new pages, which are right here. Page of Tamaki plus, and let me just give all the pages to my brain so we can look at them. Stefan, and here they are. Tamaki, Leway, Stefan. They have the same resistances. Leway has okay stats. I actually think we might use him, maybe not. But he seems to be really strong here, like 135 HP, 74 stagger resist, with 4 endurances and a okay speed, like it is higher than base game speed, so it is pretty good. These 2 pages have weaknesses, so I would not recommend using them, and they also don't have that many endurances, they only have 1 endurance, 1 weakness, so that is an awful resistance layout for a page at this level, but the way seems to be really nice. He also has speed too, so you will start at 3 speed dice. Okay, now we will take back our team on Roland's floor and go into this fight. And also, we have like 2 receptions here. This is from an entirely different mod that I didn't find to be that fun to play, so I'm not going to showcase it. Or maybe I will when I have no content. But this is the real reception. You'll have it at the 2nd slot, but I have it at the 3rd one. Here we have the reception of Dawn Office Plus. That only requires a Book of Water and a Book of Distortion to invite. Okay, let's start. We have Salvador Plus, Yuna Plus, and Philip Plus. They all have pretty high resistances, so we can use 5 people, so once again they are going to be really strong, as they have to fight many more people than they have. And Salvador has 281 HP, 82 stagger resist, 48 speed, and that's really high. By the way, here is the speed that I'm talking about, the base speed. It is 2 to 7, and here's 4 to 7 Tanya. I think she actually might have the speed normally, because she is really quick. But then we have 2 to 7 like everywhere else, and then we have Herald at 1 to 8, but we don't talk about Herald. Salvador has ineffectiveness against slash damage, endures slash stagger, ineffective against pierce stagger, endures blunt stagger, and is normal to pierce and blunt damage. So the amount of endurances to stagger damage are insane, and the ineffectiveness to slash damage means that he can soak up slash attacks like nothing. So we'll have to only use pierce on blunt damage. Like, ideally blunt damage, because he only endures the blunt stagger, but pierce stagger he is ineffective against. Okay, we have speed 2, we have Light of Daybreak, Stigma, Workshop, Weaponry, Flare and Brand. Some of the abilities, they are old. Then we have Flare and Brand, Volatile Person, that's from Philip. Then we have the boss's orders, the ability of Callow. Dawn Office Leadership, at emotion level 0, 1, and 2, and 3. Inflict 1 burn to all enemies when emotion level raises gain. Inflict 1 burn to all enemies when emotion level. Huh? What? The lack of punctuation really makes this harder to read. I think this means when you get to emotion level 0, 1, 2, and 3, you will inflict 1 burn to enemies at the start of the scene, maybe, or on hit. When emotion level raises, gain 1 strength, endurance, protection, stagger protection, reset emotion levels each act to 0. Well, that's a given. Then have dress up at 1, and a couple of new pages. Let's end this. On use, restore 1 light, on hit, inflict a burn. This seems to be a really strong page for 0 cost. You can actually clash with this a lot and resource 1 light. This looks actually really good. Like, for example, take something like Forward March and compare its rolls with Let's End This. This is much stronger and has the same ability and inflicts burn, so it seems to be really strong. Then I have Flash of Sunset. On use, draw 1 page, and then on hit, draw 1 page, inflict a burn, reduce opposed die. Well, that's... The abilities of the last 2 dice are unimportant because they are kind of weak. And like, inflict a burn is not bad, but... The second die... Well, I guess the second die actually has an okay roll. But you want to hit the first die because you will draw 2 pages for 1 light, and this is actually pretty strong. Then we have Workshop Sunset, a very fearsome page. On use, gain 1 hastening scene, and then it has 4 dice, 3 to 9, 2 to 10, 2 to 10, 3 to 8. All of them inflict burn in different capacities. The fact that the last die inflicts the most burn is actually pretty scummy of the creator, because you will probably be hit by the last die all the time, because you only have like 3 dice everywhere. Like, look at this, where do I have 4 dice? Like nowhere, not a single page has 4 dice in my layout. And yeah, that is a problem with my decks, not the game, but you're generally not going to have 4 die pages. And then he has 2 copies of Crack of Dawn, which is actually illegal because there's object dot. On use, gains 3 protection, stack protection next scene, 5 to 11 block die, 12 to 24 slash die, that inflicts 2 burn on to all enemies on hit, and then also a inflict a burn on hit, 5 to 8 slash die counter die. So it is a really strong page. Then we have Yuna, who actually has 2 weaknesses to slash damage and blunt damage, but she's ineffective to pierce damage and pierce staggers, so she's double ineffective to pierce, and endures all other staggers. So we want to use slash and blunt, but not pierce. Absolutely not pierce, because that does not get through her. Then she has speed 2, Lone Fixer, Battle Ready, Flare and Brand, Stigma, Workshop Weaponry, Dawn Office Leadership, and Draw Support. So nothing that we haven't seen. Lone Fixer is the only problem, so we don't want to leave her alone as the last person, but I guess she has weaknesses, so maybe we can. I don't know. Okay, we have Eject Plus, reduce power of target's current defensive die by 3, so it is really strong against defensive dice, so you can definitely use this to break walls. Has the same Lescendis, by the way. Has Workshop Sunset once again, and a mass attack, Butterfly Slashes. Mass individual, has 2 dice, and 2 counter dice, 6 to 8 block. This is actually pretty strong. The creator of the mod likes to put in really weak mass attacks, but this seems to be not bad. Like, it can't hit, it most likely won't, but the counter dice make it like worth to use. Then we have Philip with really similar stats to Yuna. 48 speed, actually, Yuna has 3 to 7, while Philip and Salvador have 48. Philip is double weak to blunt, so we will definitely use blunt against him. Is double effective against pierce and endures / damage, so yeah, we really have to use blunt here, everything else is not that effective. He has speed 2, has stigma, workshop weaponry, sword of embers, and new ability when inflicting, which is basically stigma and workshop weaponry but for double the cost, so you can stack both of those abilities on one person. Tempered passion, and whenever the emotion level rises, inflicts 3 burn to all characters including himself, gain power by half the emotion level and then down. I think this is the ability of Philip from the ensemble. When you fight him on Milky's floor during the Reverberation ensemble, you will encounter this ability, I think. Then we have Plain Brand, Plumed Escutcheon. I think I remember how to pronounce that ability because I did force Google to tell me how to do it. Then we have Dawn Office Leadership and Draw Support. The pages are 3 copies of Let's End This, 3 copies of Workshop Sunset, and 3 copies of Stigma Dice Plus. On use gains 3 negative emotional coins, inflicts 2 burn and has a counter die. So instead of gaining 2 coins on hit, it gains 3 coins on use, so it is much better. Okay, let's start this fight. We still have an advantage in speed dice, but only one more speed die than them, and wow, of course, Crack of Dawn. Sadly, we do not have Will's Industry, so we can't just cheese it and destroy the die, but I guess we can increase a little, yeah. It's going to be +5, so it's going to be 12 to 16, which is much weaker still, but we have a chance, I guess. And let's end this, that's easy to fight against, we'll go for Old Boys Workshop against that. Then Workshop Sunset, okay. Well, that page is going to be overused, isn't it? Yeah. Double encounter seems to be fine here, it can beat the first 3 clashes, but then we'll have to take the first attack, but I mean, I'm ready for that. Workshop Sunset once again, we can inflict paralysis with challenge shock here, so I think we will. We also have +2 to blunt, so that makes my job even easier. Will of the City. We can retake this, let's end this. Okay, let's clash with this, Stigmatize, using Somber Preparation. Okay, well, I do not want to leave Workshop Sunset unclashed. Then I can just retake that with something. For example, Execute, so we can deal some more damage. Then we're going to Augury Kick, in hopes of getting strengths. And we're going to Graze the Grass to restore life, get emotion, all that stuff. And then I will give strengths to somebody else, which is Olivier, which is pretty nice. Olivier will gain strengths himself, so he has 2 strengths now. Herald also will gain strengths. And it's time to fight. Okay, 24. That man rolled the maximum possible value on me. Really. That was a 1 in 12 chance. Okay. Yeah, we're going to take a lot of damage from Workshop Sunset. But I think if we can manage to deal a lot of damage to them, we can just outpower them. Of course I died, really. Come on. Pale hands so we can stagger people faster. Okay, well, this is unfortunate. I also do not have Will's Industry once again. Okay, I think we're going to just attack Yuna. I do not like her. Though we do have a lot of pierce dice right now that are ineffective. Okay, let's see. I really want to fight against Workshop Sunset. We're going to draw one page. That's a Serpent Sword technique. I do not want to use it against Salvador, so we're going to go for Build the City. Then I might want to go for this. So Wajiri Lupin. That's not how you said that word. Okay, Workshop Sunset, once again, really. We can do this probably. And then we're going to multi-slash as well. Who has the least counter dice? Philip does, okay. So we have this here, which is unfortunate. We're going to get endurance, so we take less damage from it, and we're going to completely forget about it. And then we're going to do this, hope for a hit. If we don't hit, I'm going to be mad. Confrontation can probably beat this, right? Let's get endurance. We have 24 burn! 24! How have we been inflicted with that much burn already? 12, 6, 7, 5, how? Does this happen all the time? Every single time that I fight a burn focused reception, it's always like, here's 900 burn on the first scene. And I do not understand how. Okay, Pale Hands are working. 17 additional stagger damage, what? How did Miranair just take 17 additional stagger damage from that Crack of Dawn? Did I not read the abilities? Okay, we are getting closer to hitting Philip into stagger, and the same can be said about Yuna. I really want to stagger them. We're going to leave Salvador for last, not because he is the least threatened, because he is the most threatened, but just because he is really difficult to kill. And we have Wills now when he does not use... Okay, well, that's unfortunate. But we are going to go for the logic on this Workshop Sunset, because why not? And we're going to go for... probably Mook Workshop on this. And that should put Yuna closer to being staggered. And we'll do this, and we're going to drop pages with 2 Trigram. And they kind of want to restore light, so let's do exactly that. 2 Trigram once again. With page draw. Crimson Claws should work against the Stigmatize. At +5 to the first die, we should win at least the first clash. Pitch Black Pulverizer is here. How do we have lower cost? Oh, because we have Rampage's Brutality already, yeah. So we're going to use that to stagger Philip. Then also identify weak point. Deal with it. No, let's actually forward much. I don't really want to identify weak point right now. Oh, do I? Actually, I can go for that and get an emotional, right? That should be enough. Let's get endurance here because we are attacked multiple times. We're going to go for charging or discharging shock. And here we have +2 to spears, that is relevant on the second die. We do have a lot of burn. 30 burn, that's wow. Far more than I expected. Okay. Only 2 dice are being used because I lost the first clash. Okay, here goes Philip. He is staggered. Yuna is really close to being staggered as well. Pitch Pulverizer is going to destroy Philip. Oh, we actually rerolled a die. Insane. Yeah, rerolling a die on Pitch Black Pulverizer is like basically a death sentence for the enemy. Okay, that's a 10. I do not like that amount of strength. I do not enjoy him rolling a 10 on his Flash of Sunset. To trigger information. Okay, please stagger her. How is she not staggered? Come on. I can't be that bad, right? Okay, pitch black is 8 right now, so that's awful. We have Crack of Dawn right here. We're going to pitch black Yuna, even though it does cost us the entirety of our light capacity, but I would like to stagger Yuna quickly. And then we have Will's Industry against this Crack of Dawn, so we can just completely destroy the second die, so it's definitely okay. We have Durandal. Do we want to go for Durandal? I think we don't have a choice. Maybe we can go for Old Boys though. I'm not sure if we will hit the second die, which is exactly what I want to hit. Thinking about Durandal though, so I think we're going to go for Old Boys just to restore light. And let's go Will the City and kill Philip with one page, because that should be enough. Then we're going to go for Ogre Kick on Yuna, so we can get strengths finally. Identify weak point should be enough to actually stagger her, even if Pitchback Pulverizer doesn't connect, and it will connect. So actually at this point I might just want to clash with Salvador. And then we'll go for Confrontation, then Substance Technique. Everything's been clashed with, meaning that we can just will on Yuna. Go to City. We're going to use a Trigram. I don't think I've used a Trigram last scene, which is kind of bad. Okay, that should, yeah, that destroyed the die, which is always great. We don't have a lot of HP on Olivia. We might have our first New Game Plus casualty. Okay, that was a reroll. We literally killed her with one page, so everything else was into nothing. That's actually kind of unfortunate, because now we just wasted an entire turn. Hamernello Learn, I think Learn will be better here. Remorse is also great because it is Blunt Dice, and the entirety of this office, I guess, hates Blunt Dice. We can do this, right? And then we're going to go for Forward March, Graze the Grass. Can we just straight up learn Crack of Dawn at Mios Pravas and +2 from Black Silence? Okay, Crystal Tool, yeah, because this is a great page. If we're going to clash here as well, the blushing counters should do the trick, especially with +2 to Blunt Die. And we can get strength, please give it to Round. Well, Tanya got it, it's fine. Confrontation, Build the City, Graze the Grass, Ogre Kick, full active drive, so we can get a lot more strength next scene. Then we're going to go for Ringa Workshop, so we are closer to Yuzen's Furioso. Build the City, then Supersonic Technique, for the reason that I want to restore as much HP as possible with my attacks, and that way I can actually outlive the burn, because we are inflicted with more burn than we have HP, so we have to out-heal it right now. Let's start. Yeah, we won a clash. Nice. Wait, we actually hit him with a counter dice on Learn? Is that a bug in the main game, or was that a bug in the mod? If that's something that happens in the game, that's insane. Oh, we rerolled the die on Remorse! Wow, I didn't actually think about that. We rolled the die on Remorse, so we didn't get hit by Workshop Sunset at all. That's insane. Also, Ron, please don't kill him, because I want him alive for Herald to restore HP. Wait, he only has Mind Color? Why does he only have Mind Color? No! Wait, he's alive? He didn't take damage from burn. What? Okay. So... no, he's dead. We have 3 people and they're all low. I think this might be the first loss of New Game Plus. We do have 3 floors available, so we aren't expected to beat it on 1 floor. So I might build more floors and try it again. But we have 3 people remaining, all of them are like dying. And we have question marks, the Reborn Legend, aka Salvador. 850 HP, 450 stagger resist, 3 to 9 speed die, immune to slash damage, ineffective to all types of damage actually, but is weak to blunt and pierce stagger, but endures slash stagger, so we really want to use pierce and blunt here. Has Wheels of the Angels, an insanely strong page for 0 fucking cost. Speed of Flames, once again. Searing Blades, 6 to 13, 2 dice with a counter die, and all of them have some abilities, but they're all secret. I must keep going. That's a wall. A Reborn Legend. That's actually weaker than Crack of Dawn. It's actually a lot weaker. Instead of 12 to 24, it is 8 to 21, so it is much weaker. By much I mean like only 3 strengths less, but that's enough to make it much weaker. He has insane amounts of speed dice, because of course he does. Killer 3 is kicking in, but we are not going to win, even though basically the main character Sim is playing right now, like in an anime. But we are going to suffer the fate. It is a lot worse. And he does have 20 burn on himself, so I guess he inflicts burn to himself at the side of the scene, maybe the act. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go Feedback Pulverizer. We're going to restore light, drop pages. Okay, let's redirect this. Let's start. I mean, slash damage is not going to deal anything. The blunt is great here. Feedback Pulverizer is going to help us a lot. Actually could have waited for the second scene so we can hope for a reroll. Yo, we actually won a clash. Okay, well, that was really close to a tie, but it wasn't. Okay, come on. And you have to roll 12 now. Actually, I could have used the Trigram, so it is on me. So the Frost, let's go. Frost Splinter, let's go. Okay, strengths. Strengths. We have 5 strengths. All of that is going to Tanya. Okay, well, that's just a sign that it is time to destroy some fools. She has, I think, should have 8 strengths now, if Threefold Tenacity doesn't start again every act. If it does, then only 7, but it is still a lot. So let's see, we do have a lot of block dice in our pages, so that's kind of bad, but I think we can start dealing damage here. We're going to take the first attack, but it's fine, maybe? So what much is not going to be that even at +7, so we're going to Summer Preparation this. Then we want to restore light, drop pages. Or maybe not. No, I think I'm going to just ignore that. And then we'll go for Learn for 2 cost into Searing Blades, so we can retake that. Okay, we have these 2 pages to worry about. Both of them are walls, so I might as well just once again ignore them. Just like I do with my problems in real life. Full active drive, so here I don't think I can use them right now, so let's just draw a page. I can't. We can go for Remorse though. That's fine. Then we're going to full active drives. And it's time to destroy someone. Okay, we got rid of some of the counter dice. Remorse time. We're dealing a lot of stagger damage, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. We lost the clash with 85 weak point. How? Okay, stop losing clashes. That's a tie, that's fine for a page like that. Okay, we'll have to take another attack. We have 21 burn inflicted. 25 now. We are dealing initial stagger damage. Roland is dead. Crab Brave. Okay, well, I don't think we have a chance here. We do have Remorse again. Okay, now we pray for rerolls. Can't use for Splinter, sadly. Oh, we do have an Execute here as well, so we can get 2 attacks off before it's his turn. Well, I guess we can do a lot of things right now, because we do have speed and he doesn't. We can do this. We can try. Okay. Remorse, please reroll. Yes! There was 1 reroll. 2 rerolls, yeah! That is a stagger. Oh, those rerolls are insane. Oh wow. Oh gosh. We are at a really low HP right now, but he is staggered. We're not going to win this. That's a given. But we're going to deal a lot of damage, and I think you can understand that we can definitely do this with multiple floors. I do not have multiple floors available right now, so I can't really finish this fight. Rerolls? Yeah, rerolls. Rerolls? Yeah, rerolls! Okay, well, he's at 161. Myrna is actually alive somehow. I thought she would be dead at this point. But she isn't. She's holding on to hope, and I am not. She's going to die. Pitch Black Preparers are at 9 cost. Come on. I mean, we can use it. Probably not against this page, it's going to soak up like 90% of the damage dealt. We can use it against Sion Blades. This... I can do this as well. Let's just throw in a couple of pages, not like Miranda is going to live to use them. Oh, 1 hit, nice. Time to die. She's alive! She lived for far longer than I expected. Okay, now reroll. Now reroll. Fuck. Okay, he is 135. Penny is about to die. Yep, she's dead. Act 2 cut, we don't have a second floor to use here. Unfortunately, we can't really remake floors on the fly. I mean, honestly, we can try going for Bina. And we also have exactly 1 Nikolai on Shazad that I built to tell a person in the comments how to play Nikolai. So I think let's start trying with Bina. We don't have a single page on these people, so we have exactly 1 person who can deal damage and who is actually mostly slash based, so... And oh... Wait, why didn't he have that on the... Okay, well, you can't... I see that the code for the game, I guess, is kind of bugged because this should have been here. Wait, or did I fight at this? Okay, How did I not pay attention to the background of the game? How can I not... Okay, I don't think this music was playing here, right? I'm pretty sure we had Roland floor and Roland music. And now we have the music of the second act of Dawn Office. And the background as well. Okay, I don't think I have that much of memory loss. I don't think I would have forgotten what happened like 15 seconds ago. Okay, let's throw in a couple of pages, cause why not? We're going to die immediately on most of those people. So I'm just prolonging the inevitable. Ruina is the only one capable of fighting here. And she dealt 0 damage. Okay, well, great way to prove me wrong, Bina. Okay, 3 fairy. Zero damage, nice. He has... Okay, I do not like the faded buffs that he has. What is that? How does he have that many? Okay, he's stacking buffs further. His attacks are giving him buffs that you can't see because secret abilities and stuff. Okay, we're not dealing any damage because of his 6 protection. Oh, victory! Wait! He died of burn! He died of his own burn! Because, okay, we faded him out for the entire scene because he used that many pages and then he just burned himself to death. Okay, well, that's the victory against the reception of Dawn Office Plus, I guess. I was expecting to lose here. And I didn't. Okay, well, that's kind of anticlimactic, but maybe not. Okay, well, that's insane. Okay. Well, let's look at the page of the old legend, Salvador. So that's page plus, here it is. The same resistances, insane resistances actually, like 2 in effectiveness, double endurance to stagger damage, yeah, normals to normal damage, but also 155 HP, which is insane. 48 speed, speed 2, like 2, Light of Daybreak, I mean, like draw support 1. A lot of stuff here is really strong and we definitely should use it, and also the most important of all, it's actually not even exclusive to him. It's insane. We have this now. Crack of Dawn. 12 to 24. Okay, well, that's it for today. Tomorrow, or maybe the day after tomorrow, depending on how difficult Love Town is, maybe even after that, we will fight the return of Love Town with this monstrosity. Oh well, actually, a note to the creator of the mods. Why would you make this? Like, why would you put stuff into question marks? Like, what's the point of telling somebody that there is an ability when you're not going to tell the ability? If it stays like this for the entire fight, there's no need in this. It's absolutely uncalled for. Like, I understand having abilities questioned out on pages because you will understand that you do not want to get hit by those dice, right? So that there is a ability after that. But when an entire passive is just completely questioned out, there's no reason for that passive to be accessible to the player. You're not telling them anything. Like, at least make it like that you see the passive, I mean, 3 scenes into the fight or later or something. Or when the HP drops to a certain point, or when you win clashes, or like any point of the fight you will see the passives, because if there are passives that just like exist there and don't tell you what's happening, I mean, there's no reason to the text being on the screen, right? It's not giving you any information. So yeah, I wouldn't rant about that. Because a lot of stuff in this mod is just question marks. Also, shit like this. Like, data found? No, this actually tells you something, right? This is actually not bad. But take a look at, if I can find this. Wait, is it not here? Where did the gem go? Okay, there was a red gem page which like had no information at all. It was like you gain buffs from emotion level, and then I upgrade the emotion level and like it gave me like +1 strength while the page has 1 HP. Like it's very vague, all the stuff in here. Like, please use the information that you can give us and not just like there's something, figure it out. I mean, I guess it can be fun at times, but well. Okay, well, I'll stop ranting now, and I will thank you for watching this video up to this point, and well, I'll see you around. Goodbye.